Why hello there and welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters, and today in Star Wars, never before seen concept art from the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series of Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader, new details about the upcoming Andor Disney Plus series including the return of Coruscant, and Thandie Newton finally reveals why she is so angry with how her character was mistreated in Solo: A Star Wars Story. Just today, brand new concept art of Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader for the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series was revealed, and this news comes from StarWarsNewsNet.com, so I highly recommend you check out their website, which I'll leave a link to in the description below. So the first image we're going to take a look at is of Darth Vader, and this is what StarWarsNewsNet.com had to say about it. They said, "This is new and never before seen concept art of Darth Vader specifically made for the upcoming Disney Plus series Obi-Wan Kenobi. This image is not a render, it is exactly as it was provided. We can't confirm whether this made it beyond the concept stage, but with Hayden Christensen returning to play Vader, it will actually be him this time around and not the mannequin used for Rogue One." End quote. Now the next image shows what the bacta tank may look like that Darth Vader may use in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And this is what StarWarsNewsNet.com had to say about this particular image. They said, "The image above is an artist rendering of a huge bacta tank that was on the Obi-Wan Kenobi set. We have seen the actual photos of the tank and had the rendering made based on this. We are not sure whether the series will use the mannequin as they did in Rogue One, or if we will actually see Hayden Christensen in the tank." End quote. There's also an image of the breathing apparatus Darth Vader will be using as well, so be sure to check out StarWarsNewsNet.com's website for the full breakdown and even more news. So this is certainly exciting to get a sneak peek at the upcoming Obi-Wan Kenobi series, especially since Lucasfilm has said fans can also expect the rematch of the century in this new series. Now, how this rematch will actually happen has yet to be seen, but it could be through flashbacks or something else. Regardless though, the anticipation for this series is building, and the fans, including myself, cannot wait for it. The Andor series just recently wrapped up filming and post-production is now underway, and today I received exciting news from OneTakeNews.com, whose inside sources are saying that the Andor series will return to Coruscant and also include prequel trilogy elements such as post-Order 66 clone troopers. How cool is that? Now on top of this, if you look closely in the Andor sizzle reel, you can see clothing that's commonly seen on Coruscant. And with all of this recent news surrounding the Andor series, I think it's safe to say that this series may surprise fans more than they realize and become a staple in the Star Wars Disney Plus series lineup. And seeing Coruscant again would be absolutely amazing and an awesome connection to Rogue One, since Galen Erso and his family were stationed on Coruscant for some time as seen in the Rogue One movie. If you're excited to see the return of Coruscant in Star Wars, leave a comment down below and smash that like button. In a recent interview with Inverse.com, Thandie Newton, who played Val in Solo: A Star Wars Story, and who also plays a lead character in Westworld, expressed her true feelings about her experience while filming Solo: A Star Wars Story, and her extreme disappointment that her character Val was killed off so quickly, mainly due to the fact that it was not written in the script that way, and that this is not what she had signed up for. In the interview with Inverse.com, she stated, "I felt disappointed by Star Wars that my character was killed, and actually in the script, she wasn't killed. It happened during filming, and it was much more just to do with the time we had to do the scenes. It's much easier just to have me die than it is to have me fall into a vacuum of space so I can come back sometime." End quote. She also went on to express how important her character was to those that she represents. She said the following, "That's what it originally was, that the explosion and she falls out and you don't know where she's gone. So I could have come back at some point, but when we came to filming, as far as I was concerned and was aware, when it came to filming that scene, it was too huge a set piece to create, so they just had me blow up and I'm done. but I remembered at that time thinking, this is a big, big mistake, not because of me, not because I wanted to come back. You don't kill off the first black woman to ever have a real role in a Star Wars movie. Like, are you effing joking? End quote. Now, keep in mind, this is not the first time a black actor has shown discontent towards treatment of their character in the Star Wars universe. Back in 2020, when speaking to GQ magazine, John Boyega let loose and revealed how he really felt about his experience with Lucasfilm's treatment of his character Finn. In the interview, Boyega stated the following: "What I would say to Disney is to not bring out a black character, market them to be much more important in the franchise than they really are, and then have them pushed to the side. It's not good, I'll say it straight up." End quote. Now, there appears to be some hope for John Boyega's return as Finn, since there is a new rumor going around that a new Finn Disney Plus series may be in the works. It remains to be seen if Lucasfilm has any plans for Thandie Newton, however, but remember, Star Wars characters never really seem to die, do they? Or perhaps they could dive into her story a bit more through a prequel story, that is, if she wants to return to Star Wars in the near future after all. And in my opinion, I always felt that Thandie Newton's character dying in Solo: A Star Wars Story always felt completely off and misplaced. In fact, it is my least favorite part of the entire movie, even though I really do love Solo: A Star Wars Story and hope we get a sequel someday. So will her character come back to life? That's the question. Or do you think Star Wars characters come back to life too often? We know it happens constantly. So sound off in the comments and let me know what you think. Also, I do believe that a Finn series starring John Boyega may have a lot more potential than people think, especially if they turn it into a stormtrooper-centric story that focuses heavily on ground battles and the conflicts Finn had to go through as a soldier. So this could really build Finn's backstory, and fans would appreciate his character even more when watching the sequel trilogy after experiencing the story in a Disney Plus series like this. And I'm sure if a series like this would be successful, fans would also want to see Finn's story continued after Episode 9 as well. And that's going to do it for this installment of Today in Star Wars, and this is a new series that I've been starting on the channel just a couple days ago, and I hope you're all enjoying these Today in Star Wars videos, where I recap everything that is happening in the Star Wars universe, including the latest news, current events, rumors, and so much more relating to the Disney Plus series, Star Wars movies, the games, and so on and so forth. Also, don't forget to check out the channel for more news that you may have missed, because there has been tons of news the last couple of days. And thanks again for watching. As always, take care, and may the Force be with you always.